Hello, welcome to the session. My name is Prabhat Manapperuma, currently working as a partner technology strategist at Microsoft Sri Lanka and Maldives. This is going to be an introductory session on Microsoft Power Platform. You will be able to get an idea about the value of the platform and how it works. Also, I will be sharing some resources and learning paths to take your journey forward with Microsoft Power Platform at the end. Some of you may have seen this, but let me play a quick video and start my presentation.
I don't just want to make a living, I want to make a difference. When I left school at 16, my dad was working in Heathrow at the time, and this opportunity came up as becoming a security officer. I thought, what a great opportunity, my dad used to take me here to watch seaplanes and everything, so why not work for a company or an airport like Heathrow? I've been a security officer for 13 years. When I saw the amount of paper and time we were spending, I saw an app would be a great solution for these problems to be solved. About a year ago, I started learning about the Microsoft programs. I went home and I looked at a blog from PowerUps, and it said, this is how you can build an app. And I thought, why didn't no one know this? Because this could have so much potential to change so many things. We have saved 11,000 sheets of paper and saved around 288 hours of manual input data. Going from paper to digital has been amazing. It doesn't matter what your skill levels are like, anybody can build this app.
Him with his community of super users have created 17 Power Apps that are already being used across our airport, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
My name is Sam Saini, and I'm a IT user adoption specialist at Heathrow. There's no limit of what you can create with new technology. I'll create a new career.
That is one of my favorite stories because I always feel like when people talk about Power Platform, a lot of the time we focus it from a technical perspective and we just talk about the technology. And that's not always the case. The reason I say that is because, there's so much of opportunity out there for all of us, whether you are a professional developer or a citizen developer like Samit Saini who works at Heathrow Airport. As Satya Nadella says, Microsoft is taking Power Platform very seriously, and it's one of the core areas we are focusing on a kind of weaves together. Microsoft 365 product stack, business application product stack, which is Dynamics, and then Azure product stack. It's like the unicorn which brings them all together, and that's awesome because that means no matter where you are in terms of the technical know-how, Power Platform is for everyone. When we look at the number of industries and verticals that we are working with the Power Platform, this is just loads and loads. We have hundreds of customer stories from all over the globe. It's really cool, like all these different organizations and industries have picked Power Platform and started running with it in so many ways. It's not just application building, but solving or solution building with data, artificial intelligence, and process automation. Opportunities abound for smart businesses today. There is so much data at our fingertips from customers, from social media, and internal or cloud-based applications. Organizations want to put that data to use by creating innovative applications and services, generating more useful insights to drive better business outcomes, and by streamlining processes through automation end of the day. Everyone sees these opportunities, not just the management or the developers inside an organization. Engaged employees up and down the ranks in every company encounter opportunities to make improvements. They engage directly with existing processes, both customer facing and internal, and they also naturally run up against the limitations in the way things are done. Companies are moving to the cloud at a tremendous rate, and especially small businesses are also taking part in this digital transformation. Many small businesses have traditionally relied on manual or outdated methods that can't keep up with quickly changing business needs or customer expectations of modern commerce. As you can see on the screen, over the next 5 years, more than 500 million digital apps and services will be developed and deployed. Majority of enterprises and corporate customers are having their own IT departments, but according to these research findings and predictions, Demand for business applications is greater than ever. It's growing 5 times faster than an IT departments can deliver. It's no wonder then that 86% of organizations struggle to find the right technical talent. So how do we scale traditional code-first development to meet this growing demand? There will be a huge backlog for sure, and this backlog will definitely slow down the digital transformation of your organization, of your customers' organization, if you're a partner. If they want to get this application developed by another third-party company, it will take both time and money. But when you are trying to develop those applications or solutions on Power Platform, services cost is also getting ready decrease, and you can save a lot of time. Our research shows that information workers use an average of 36 different cloud services at work, which create many sources of distraction. In fact, 3 minutes is the average time workers spend on a single task before being interrupted, and it takes an average of 25 minutes for them to return to their original task. In addition to these distractions, the growth of cloud app usage within the organization, including applications like WhatsApp, the cornerstone of unintended digital transformation, has driven our customers to act to both eliminate shadow IT and consolidate vendors. Critical line of business systems are a source of lost productivity. Why I'm saying so? These systems rarely communicate with each other, and that fractured flow of information causes us to spend more time doing low-value work. Think about the amount of effort that submitting expenses or opening a purchase order takes in contrast to the value that effort adds to the organization and to that individual. Then think of that on an organizational level. How much time is spent manually taking information from one system and entering into another system. And in terms of enabling transformation, security and compliance risk is the most important consideration, as customer trust and IP is paramount. But we see customers make decisions based off of security that have counterintuitive outcomes. Restrictive policies lead employees to use non-compliant applications, and best-of-breed approaches leave companies with an average of 70 security products from 35 vendors, which add complexity and prevents the ability to respond quickly. The underlying cause of these challenges to productivity is that innovation in digital transformation has been focused on developing new applications and services that leverage the increasing amount of data we can access. As a result, we use lots of apps. We have critical line of business systems that don't talk to each other, and we have lots of security products to solve a singular need. The resolution to these challenges is shifting the focus of transforming how we work from an app and tool-based approach to a more human-centric approach, where technology serves the purpose of helping people to accomplish more without doing more. To remain competitive, organizations must be able to build agile business processes. As you can see on the slide, we have these 4 little bubbles starting from Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agent. Some of you may recognize these names, and some of you will have previous experience with these services as well. So let's look at Power BI first. You know, it's an analytical tool which can get data from all over the places and put it into a single view that you can use to report and analyze. Instead of viewing charts and dashboards on an Excel sheet, what you could potentially do is take a look at what's actually going on with this data, like you can really drill into it and analyze it and understand why it's there. I think that is one key benefit you can get out of Power BI, and one key difference between old business intelligence tools like Excel or any other related applications versus Power BI. Next thing I want to talk about is Power Apps. Lots of people make the mistake in the Power Platform thinking the Power Platform is all about Power Apps. That is not correct. Power Apps make up a part of the platform, and it provides you the for the data. How do we get our data from people? How do we interact with our data in a more sort of fluent way? Bad applications will equal bad data, which will lead to a bad reporting. So you have to make sure applications are built properly and with respecting the data sources. The next key thing is Power Automate. Power Automate used to be called Microsoft Flow, but obviously with the new name or rebrand, Flow is just one of the modules within Power Automate. Power Automate is the glue which holds the Power Platform together. Power Platform is the glue which holds together Microsoft 365, Azure and Biz Apps or Dynamics 365. Finally, we have Power Virtual Agents. This is an incredible part of the platform, and it's starting to automate interaction that we have that are considered manual. Right now, this is a manual interaction. But when you automate these types of interaction using tools like web chat functionality in your natural language query, you're starting to build up even more and more data based on those types of interactions. So Power Virtual Agents work hand in hand with Power Automate, because when you want to talk to an external API, external data source, you have to work with Power Automate as well inside Power Virtual Agent. I want to talk about the bottom layer as well on this chart. I will start with the data connectors. Data connectors quite important because connectors allow us to connect other data sources at any points. Even your customer is using a non-Microsoft ERP or CRM solution, you can easily interact with those systems instead of suggesting replacing them. So I think that is the practice most of the time we were having, right? I mean, when your customer is using a third party ERP or CRM, any other system, you are saying, okay, you have to migrate to Dynamics or you have to migrate to a first party solution. I think this is not just applicable for Microsoft, but for other vendors as well. But with these connectors, you don't need to do that. With Power Platform, you don't need to do that. You can ask the customer to remain with the existing system, and you as a partner, you can develop on top of that with Power Platform. So there are 300 plus connectors readily available, but we also understand that working together with other solutions is also important for an organization. So that's why we have these custom connectors. When pre-built connectors are not fulfilling your requirement, you can develop your own custom connector, and by doing that, we can get data. The reason we want data is that we can create nice reports, and that helps organizations' decision-making process. Lastly, we have Microsoft Dataverse, earlier known as Common Data Service. Dataverse is a centralized data store with the service layer on top of it, and it provides you with the mechanism to kind of build out these awesome data structures. Data within Dataverse is stored within a set of tables, and the table is a set of rows and columns. It's easy to manage and secure. Also, if you're a Dynamics 365 customer, data from those applications are also saved within Dataverse, which is gonna make your life much easier. That is one key benefit of using Dataverse. Power Platform is a bit like the Lego bricks. You can flip and put different bricks together, and you can create things and make it look awesome. Power Platform is essentially a collection of tools that you snap together to create these epic solutions. Each of the 4 services in the Power Platform play an important role in supporting your digital transformation. To summarize what we discussed, Power BI enhances your analytics and visualization of data. Power Apps enables users to quickly and easily build apps. Power Automate provides seamless automation for processes. Power Virtual Agents offers better engagement with conversational AI. Together, these services offer the most comprehensive low-code platform available to your organization. With the Power Platform, your organization can innovate, automate, engage, and gain great insights from your data. Let's see how it really works. Right, let me quickly take you through Power Apps, how you can easily get started on Power Platform, specifically with Power Apps. So here, you can open up this web page, or you can come to this particular portal through your Office 365 portal. If you are on Office 365, then you can click on this button and then click on Power Apps, and this page will open up for you. Sometimes if you haven't frequently used this one, this may be hidden under all apps, so you have to, in that case, you have to click on all apps and open it. So on the home page, you can see there are a couple of methods given for you. you can start from data, your existing data. If you have already created a SharePoint online list or Excel online file or SQL Server, Command Data Service, or any other data source, if you have data with you right now, you can start off with that, right? Or you can start from a blank application. Even there you have given mainly 3 options. Start from Canvas app from blank, model driven app, or portal from the blank. So there is one more option which I will be discussing at the end. So let me quickly take you through Canvas app from blank option. So here, first of all, I have to set the name. I'm gonna set my name as MyOS, and you have given you'll be given two options or layouts. So I'm gonna choose phone layout for my demonstration. I'm gonna create it. Now it's opening a new window and opening the Power Apps Studio for me, where I can do whatever the customizations, where I can design and develop my application. Right. This is the Power Apps Studio. So on your left side, you have this main menu. There you can see your tree view. When you create an application, you will see this kind of a hierarchy. So here you can see under my application, there is only one screen, but going forward, I will be adding multiple screens. Then you will get an idea about that. From insert section, you can insert different types of controls, elements into your application, starting from test label, rectangles, date pickers, and etc. And from data, you can manage your data sources if you have made any connections with existing data sources, or you can simply add new data sources here, maybe with your SQL Server or any other third-party applications, common data services, Excel, like that. On media, you can manage your media files, whatever the media files you're going to use on your application, maybe image file, video, audio files. And then from insert, again, you can add different elements onto your application. So under new screen, so you can create new screen. Now in this application, as I mentioned earlier, I have only one screen, but I can add multiple screens. So I have blank or empty screen option. If you don't want to go ahead with any of these templated screens, you can use that. But if any of these templates work for you, you can simply click on that, because it will save a lot of time. So for me, I'm gonna use this list option, because for the second screen, I want to add a list. Then if I go back to the tree view, you can see how it really works, right? This hierarchy is really important, this tree view, because you can see whatever the elements, even inside the gallery, there are different elements where you can see. You can look at that. I mean, you can do required customizations as needed. So if I click on one, you can see on your right side, you get all the customization options, right? Colors to text sizes to font sizes, font types, everything. It's so customizable. It's like you are doing something, you're developing something from the scratch. Other than that, you can add labels, button, text, and there are different input types. I explained this a little bit ago as well. And from the gallery view, if you go ahead with an empty screen, later you can add different galleries, different list, vertical, horizontal, different types. And if you want to have a data table, you can do it. When you want to have a form, you can create it. And also there are different media options available: camera, barcode scanner, video, Microsoft Stream you can integrate, or also PDF viewer is available as an experimental feature. If I quickly take this camera view, I need to allow from the browser. Okay, I think camera is not coming up because my camera is being used right now for this recording, so I will simply remove that. But anyway, you can add that camera view here. When you are opening it from your mobile phone, then your mobile phone camera will open. And if you want to use barcode scanner for your application, you can use that. And then from your Android or iOS device, you can open it easily. You can use that feature. You can scan something and get that data hidden in the barcode scanner for your application purposes, right? From charts, you have different types of charts options available. If you are familiar with Power BI, if you are already working with Power BI, you can integrate Power BI title as well. And icons are a good opportunity, good option for you to customize your application. You have different types of icons available. You can use any of them. And then you have option to add custom component. This is really important. This is where professional developers and professional designers are also comes to the picture with this Power Platform development. So if you are a professional developer, you can develop custom components which can be reused by other citizen developers and other developers in your organization. So you can simply create these components and reuse. And also we have AI builder and mixed reality functionalities. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because we have different set of speakers who are getting ready with their sessions on AI builder and these more emerging technology area. So simply with AI builder and mixed reality, you can infuse artificial intelligence and mixed reality functionalities into application. So you don't need to have any knowledge, skill set on these specific areas, maybe data science or mixed reality. You don't need to have that skill set, but you can simply utilize this service and infuse these functionalities into your application. Yeah, now let me go back to screen one. I'm gonna customize this a bit. So I'm gonna set the background color. I'm gonna change the background color to blue color, let's say. Let me light it a bit. Okay, so if you want to set a background image, you can also do that with a couple of clicks. You can set an image as your background image, but here I just change the color. Now I want to add my company logo into this. So I'm gonna browse my computer. I just added the placeholder, and then from your right side I can simply click on add an image file and select the company logo. Right, so after adding the image, you can do required customizations. You can move it here and there and change. There are so many image option for configurations available. You can change that. Then I want to have a button. Let's say start, right? And okay, I don't know what happened to key. Yeah, that again. All right, so I need a label. Right, I'm gonna say, as I mentioned in the beginning, this application goes as my orders. That's the name. So I'm gonna that name. I want to change the font weight. I need make it very bold and increase the font size from 21 to 30. I think even that is not enough. Let's make it 35. Yeah, now it's look good. I think I need to get the center and font color. I will make it white. Right. You can see how easy it is to do required customizations. Right. Yeah, if you want to make any changes into the configuration of these each component or control, you can simply click on it and do required changes from your right side. Right now I'm going to, okay, also before going to secondary screen, I want to add an action here. When I click on this start button, I want to navigate to screen 2. It's already set, right? And also you can select the transition type. Now I have selected fade, right? That should work. Now I'm going to screen 2. Now you can see I added this template screen from the screen. I mean, I didn't screen option. I didn't use the blank option. Because of that, all these elements components are already there. I don't need to add that again. So I'm just gonna rename the title of the application, and now I want to bind this with a data source. So there are certain entities, common data service entities available here. You can see which was which may be developed by my organization or different colleagues, but I want to use a different data source here, which is OneDrive for Business. So I have already made the connection. So if you haven't done it, if you are gonna do it first time, you have to add the connection first, but here I have added it. I'm just clicking on OneDrive for Business. And now, since I have already authenticated my Office 365 credentials into Power App Studio, it will directly ask me to select the Excel file. The Excel file, as you can see on the browser window, new tab, it's Power App Demo. So there are 2 tables in that Excel file. I'm going to choose the second table and just click on Connect. While it loads, I will just show you quickly the Excel file. So there are couple of columns available: order ID, description, unit, cost, supplier, quantity, and total amount. And there is another column which is being added by Power App. You don't need to worry about that. There are a few data items available. This is just an Excel sheet, right? I just connected that with my Power App. You can see the data is being populated. Now I can do required customizations from my left side. Now, say for an example, the data source is selected as table 2. If I want to edit fields, right? So under image 1, I did this layout. Let's change the layout first because there is no image attached to this type. So I'm going to use title and title, subtitle, and body layout, right? And then if I click on fields, I can change it. I'm going to choose, I want to, under body 1, I want to show description of the order. Subtitle, I need to show the quantity, and title 2, I need to make it order ID. You can see now it got customized, right? Likewise, you can do required customizations. Yeah, so let me play this now. Play in the sense, let me run this on my browser. So there are a couple of options available here as well. I'm gonna click on this play button, preview app button. You can see you get the same view you are getting on your mobile device as well. Not sure whether I could mention earlier. So Power Apps has native applications built for Android and iOS. You can download the application from respective app stores, maybe iOS or Apple Store or Android Store. And you have to log into that application with your corporate credential or whatever the credentials you have used to develop your Power App. Then you will see whatever the application you have developed and whatever the applications other colleagues and organizations have shared with you. Okay. Now I'm gonna just press the next button. Yeah, it opened the second screen, and then I can do whatever the requirements. I mean, you can see all the option functionalities are here because I just selected the second screen as a templated one, right? It's templated screen, so all the functionalities are available here. I can create new records. I can search for records, sort in, filter in. All the options are available here. And also, if your organization is having multiple applications or multiple data sources, some of your colleagues may be operating with hundreds of Excel sheets, right? They have to open one by one and do required customization. What if you can build a simple Power App and connect that Excel sheet? If they are maintaining multiple Excel sheets, they can simply click on Excel Online option and then connect their Excel sheet, and simple insert, delete, update operation available application. Simple application with insert, delete, update operations will come for you. You can simply create an application for your Excel sheet with your data structure, and it will make your life much easier. So those functionalities are available here. So at the very beginning, I said there is another option. If you don't have time to develop something from the scratch, this is the option for you. So I'm going to press on all templates. You can see there are multiple templates developed by Microsoft, right? So these templates, when we are designing these templates, we have really thought about the general use cases. Most of the organizations are having their problem statements, right? So frequently shown problem statements of organizations. So these can be used not only in USA, even from APAC regions. You can easily reuse these templates, right? Leave request to fundraise, my expense, case management, customer success, multiple application templates are available, and also we are keep adding new templates. So highly encourage you to click on one and create it. So I can simply click on one app, and then I need to change the name. You can see whatever the data connectors are going to be used, right? So you have to authenticate with each data source in the next step, and then you can simply create it. Whatever the fields and whole application will get developed for you, you have to just customize it, maybe replacing your logo. If you have any specific customization need to be done, you can do it. But the basic structure will be there for you. That's how you can really do it. So this is all I want to share on Power Apps for you today.
All right, let's see how you can begin your journey with Microsoft Power Platform. So if you want to focus on Power BI and Power Apps, you can go to
these mention URLs, or you can just scan the QR code which is displaying on the slide right now. You can go to powerbi.microsoft.com or powerapps.microsoft.com and go through those learning paths. And also, if you want to focus more on Power Automate, you can go to flow.microsoft.com. If you want to focus on Power Virtual Agents, you can go to powervirtualagents.microsoft.com, or simply scan the QR code you can see on the screen. And then there are a few more Power Apps resources, very important ones. Most of these resources are hosted on Microsoft Learn, so you can go to Microsoft Learn and browse the content and find out these resources, or you can simply click on these links. I think these links will be mentioned on the description of the event or the video, so you can go through them and improve your skill set and the knowledge. Also, we have custom stories, a dedicated site where we publish all the custom stories. You can filter by technology here. If you filter by Power Apps, Power Virtual Agent, or Power Platform as a whole, you can find relevant custom stories. So also we have a program called App in a Day, not only for applications. I mean, it's available for analytics, to virtual agents, to Power Automate, to everything, all the technologies. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to skill up you as a customer, skill up you as a partner, or even partner can skill up your customers with this set of workshops. So you can attend, organize App in a Day workshop for your customers as a partner. So also we have community, dedicated community. You can contribute and learn more about these technologies, improvements, the challenges you are facing when you are working in day-to-day life. If you are a partner, the challenges you are facing while using these technologies, you can raise them in this community. And also we have partner showcase, where our Power Platform partners are being showcased, and also you can browse for partner offerings. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you very much for joining the session, and stay in touch with next set of sessions also in this program. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.